So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Milan lining up in what very much looks as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, if flexibility doesn't have an influence...
Oh, smashing header! Now it's Totti. He won't be happy with that one. Pass is just off target. Nesta cuts out the pass.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Maldini gets a foot in here.
I don't think there's a player out there, Peter, who is as tactically flexible as Francesco Totti. Of course, we know him best as a number 10 or a deeper line forward.
And does history record him as the first player really to play that kind of false nine role?
Yeah, I think that's right. And he was able to do that because of his great physicality to go with that wonderful technique. Who would have thought at the time that he would start a global trend, one that's become a standard now in leagues all around the world?
Trailblazer.
Absolutely.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Big header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter, certainly the way he's been playing.
Bellingham. And that is a little undercooked. That's an imaginative pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And this is Totti, now it's Platini. Van de Ven is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Tries to pass it through, and this is Cruyff. Cross deflected behind for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. Bergomi. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Gets a good foot in there. And it's Cruyff. Milan look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
So, third corner of the game. Totti gets it clear. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he was alert to it. Luis Suarez. That's good vision. And this is Totti. And it's Totti. Can he finish? Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Terrific header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cruyff. Knocks it out wide. Roberto Carlos. It's Luis Suarez! Cleared away. Suarez does really well to win the ball there. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a throw-in. Lam. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. And he's quick to snatch it back. Cruyff. Good driving run. That's tidy. Cross neat. Climbs up big! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's been cut out, well played.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And it's lofted through here. And it's Michel Platini. Cruyff. Nicely shaped ball. Lovely shot at goal! He scored!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important...
And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che sul maxi schermo è possibile vedere la piantina dello stadio. Attenzione, un cambio.
So off we go once more.
Hiroshima really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Lam. Time and again they are repelled. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now he's off and running. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Now it's Luis Suarez. Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Applies the finish! They're up to 5 corners now. He's got 2! It's in! 2 to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
No, what has happened here? Real chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. That was fabulous. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury. Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here.
I don't think there's a player out there, Peter, who is as tactically flexible as Francesco Totti. Of course, we know him best as a number 10 or a deeper line forward.
And does history record him as the first player really to play that kind of false nine role?
Yeah, I think that's right. And he was able to do that because of his great physicality to go with that wonderful technique. Who would have thought at the time that he would start a global trend, one that's become a standard now in leagues all around the world?
Trailblazer.
Absolutely.
He's away! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That has ended up in no man's land. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Luis Suarez. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Mbappe is herring after that one. Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries to play it through. Oh, important interception. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Now it's Totti. That has not gone well. Goes for a shot! And he's found the net! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
So we have had the first significant... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Neymar! They've got to be quick to recover this. Good ball, good take. Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. Oh, this is a chance for a shot! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
France grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Can he get it through? Now he's got space here. Oh, that's clever. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Luis Suarez. Totti. Oh, shooting chance! Now who's going to be... Oh, what has happened here? Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. To the lead once more. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Neymar. And here's Haaland. And he's cut it out. Luis Suarez. Can he get on the end of this? Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's shifting through the gears here. He takes home the match ball. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my... So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here.
I don't think there's a player out there, Peter, who is as tactically flexible as Francesco Totti. Of course, we know him best as a number 10 or a deeper line for...
Decent chance! And that's a superb piece of defending.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
No, he didn't quite meet it right. Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. And a chance! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Now it's Platini. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ball driven towards the far post.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Yaya Toure. And it's Lam. And here's Hullet. Platini. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
So, third corner of the game. And that's not going to trouble anybody. Oh, this looks sharp. Bellingham. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And here's Suarez. Bellingham. And it's made its way to him. Shapes to shoot! And he's there to clear it. Flashes it across. That's a decent clearance. Rodri can so cleverly bypass the press. So it is still 0-0. Crossed in early. And he's straight offside. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Platini tries a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
That is good strength. Bergomi with the foul. Out of play for a throw. Totti.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Platini. That's an imaginative pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Nedved. And he scores! Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Defending of the desperate variety. Borussia Dortmund look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Lam. Van der Ven cannot be beaten that easily. Borussia Dortmund ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Bale. Rodri. Luis Suarez. Distributed tidily. Lam delivers. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's intervened well there. Platini. Now it's Hullet.
That was lovely, that.
Hullet running with the ball. And Hullet! Oh, he's been caught on it here. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Now it's Platini. He's shifting through the gears here. Lahm. Platini looking to add to his goal. Played out to the right. The ball goes in. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Those of you making their way home on public transportation today, please watch the screen for train departure times from all local major stations.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Number 8, Ronaldinho.
And it's Lahm. Threads one in. Oh, he's onto this. Shot a goal! Oh, he's really drilled it. Corner number 4 coming up here. Ronaldinho gets it away. And this is Bale. Bale! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lahm pinches it off him. He's picked his way through. Rafael Leao, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's been caught napping. Chance! There it is! They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Suarez at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Substitution in progress.
Borussia Dortmund can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And this is Luis Suarez. Passes short and sharp. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Lahm plays it in. That's a decent clearance. In once more. And reclaimed it in a trice. Rodri is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Lovely feet. Isak going face-to-face with his great rival. Rafael Leao. Luis Suarez. That's Nedved. Lahm calmly anticipates. And it's Luis Suarez. And this is Ronaldinho, showing good feet. Oh, what has happened here? And this is big chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they've got their lead back. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Ronaldinho. And that's a good ball. They're urging him to shoot. He's going for goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. That'll be a throw.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
It's a good spell of possession, this. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Into the last quarter of an hour. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Borussia Dortmund clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Luis Suarez. And here's Isak. Little undercooked. Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Ronaldinho. Now there's a fine ball. Luis Suarez. And he's forced to go back. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Floated through. This looks promising. And he's away. And the shot! Yes, it's there! They have stolen level at the last! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Substitution.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which all goes well if this goes to extra time. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Pass somewhat off target.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, smashing header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football. Substitution on the field. Number 9.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come.
Number 17, Bellingham.
Lahm produces the perfect tackle there.
Coming on the field.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Number 24,
Tries to pass it through, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He won't be happy with that one. Tries to play it through. Ronaldinho, Cristiano Ronaldo. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Knocks it into space. Lahm. Oh, that's fabulous. Lahm play. He's got full. Oh, should have put that away.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Ernest, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get onto this? Lovely bit of skill. Ronaldinho plays it in. He's had a shot! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Lam. Good running, strong and purposeful. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? That's it for the first period of extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Around this stadium. Substitution on the field. Number 8. Ronaldinho.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes?
Number 22.
This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it. And now for the final act. Ernest. Oh, it's a great ball here. Cristiano Ronaldo, he's being urged to shoot. It's a goal kick. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And that would have been game, set and match.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there and it's been blown.
They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. Isaac! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Rafael Leao. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now he's got space here. Donnarumma sends that a long way.